there's nobody here, just in case people start arriving. Would be so kind as to have the algorithm, the notification sent out to people. Yesterday I did pretty well. I ended up having, I like to have a poll up. Let me do the poll. Hold on again, guys. Hold on. Let me see if I could have the poll up again. Poll. I want to see how many people get my live, guys. All right. So there's the poll. If you be so kind as to fill it out, I just want to know my audience and stuff like that. So morning. It's the 11th day after the election. I'm doing better. I was doing better yesterday and was doing better the day before. Yeah, I could say I'm doing better. It's not going to be the same, right? Because you can tell the shift in the world about how things are, right? But I think I'm doing better. I think so. I'll know more of when I start really interacting with people, and I think I'll know more. I don't know. I think I could smile easier. Okay, that's good, right? I think that's a way that I could tell that I could do better. Like smile generally, not just laugh hysterically. Because I've actually been laughing hysterically, which is good for the last few days. Every time I hear a new person added to Donald Trump administration, I start laughing, like and shaking my head, like, yo, this is about to be something. Just like that. It was so funny. I did a video when I found out about Matt Gaetz being the Attorney General, knowing everything that they say about him. I started laughing, and people was like, oh, she's fake. Yeah, it's not a fake laugh. I literally, I really, really laughed. It was serious. Anyway, I see one person here. Thank you for arriving, and thank you for checking. Please like, subscribe, and share, and stuff like that. Yeah. The title of my video, this guy about to get himself hit. Darling, it's a freaking red light on your side, okay? He's about to get yourself me or more. Another thing I used to love saying, hey, me or more. Yeah, I'm not gonna say that too much anymore. So my title today is Working While Mad. There was this content creator. Please like, subscribe, and share, guys. I don't know if anybody get notification about my life. I don't even know if people care me talking, but this is therapeutic for me. And sometimes I stop what I'm about to say and do a Trump and weave back to different topics. Forgive me. We do that as we get old. I do these lives because these lives are therapeutic for me, and I want to be able to have conversation with different people going through pretty much the same thing that I'm going through, and maybe have others understand how we're feeling and why we're feeling the way that we do. And if people care, people probably don't care. They're living their best life, but it is therapeutic. And I asked a lot of different people that if you feel a way and you don't go see a therapist, which is a good thing to see a therapist, but you just want to talk in the world, and in the world, Pick up a phone and just have a conversation. Just talk and have a conversation. Let everybody feel know what you're feeling. Don't go too crazy because they'll probably block you off of these social media because you're supposed to have a certain type of etiquette and community guidelines, etc., etc. But be able to say what you feel and be damned about it. You know what I'm saying? This is a world right now that be damned. The world changed in 2016. We begin to think of the way that we interacted with each other and think of each other changed in 2016. So we should be able to verbalize it, especially according to the First Amendment right, which say that we could say anything that we can, but there are consequences, of course, to it. But yeah, have your thing, have your say. Thank you guys for coming on. I keep forgetting to put the screensaver on so I could see what people say. In the morning, I normally just talk, but in the evening or the weekend, I definitely will give an opportunity, especially for the MAGAs, and I'm going to call you MAGAs moving forward because saying Trump supporters is just too long. The MAGAs to come and say what they have to say, to address me directly, and then I will respond. I did that yesterday afternoon. Actually, did it yesterday night. I made sure that I covered the camera so I could read the words that was being said, because sometimes when you're on live and there's a person face or body in the camera, you can't really read the chats as well, especially as you're getting older. So I did that. I'll probably continue to do that so I could have a conversation. But anyway, yesterday I was watching TikTok. You know, I watch a lot of content creators in TikTok, especially the black women in TikTok. A lot of us is coming to the same mindset, and I'm really enjoying it, more so on TikTok than any other channel, to be honest with you. I haven't seen it I haven't seen it on YouTube. I haven't seen it, you know, we don't do a Snapchat or anything else. I guess Snapchat is too young. I haven't seen any other channel that has done it except for TikTok. So I've been watching TikTok, and a lot of black women is coming to the same mindset. And I saw one of the content creators, I don't know her name, but I will share the video directly with her, and that was really anxious. She said she hasn't gone to work yet since the election. She said that she's the only black female, the only black person, she said, actually, that work in an office full of white males, she said. She says it's an accounting firm, and she's the only black person. And she hasn't gone into work yet, but she's going to obviously have to go into work. And she said she doesn't know how to deal with it. She said we all know our various environment. Let's not be fools and act like we don't know where we work, where we live, what our environment is like. Even if people are polite, right? Even people don't show their political preferences on their shoulders. You know who you are. You know who you work with. You know who you've seen. You know the rumors. You know, sometimes rumors is true, sometimes rumors is not. You know the engagement. You know what they watch. You know, you're aware. You're aware as a human being of the people around you. And especially if you've been working with people for a very long time. You know the words that they say. Even in the slot community, just by listening to some of the things that the slot community says, because my mother and our channel is about slots, and I'm going to talk about that in a few minutes. Even in the slot community, I can listen to some of the stuff that is said by some of the content creators. I can listen to some of the words, some of the jokes, you know what I'm saying? Some of the comments when they talking about each other, even though they're not technically talking about each other. I can know who's who, or who's inclined to be who, because you can never be 100%, but you have a feeling. In regards to the slot channel, someone, I think Glenn, the gay guy, was on my channel, and he said he was going to leave the channel because Glenn, the gay guy, said that this is supposed to only be a slot channel, and I keep talking about this. I am going to continue talking about this. I am. Again, it's therapeutic, but it's also something that I feel that a lot of black and brown content creators need at this particular time. I don't know if they need my voice in particular, but they need a voice. They need an outlet. And I think people need to understand what's going on. It's not about MAGA, all right? You guys don't live in the world by yourselves. We learned a valuable lesson in this election that we don't live in the world by ourselves. we learned, and I'm being funny about it, but I'm being also 100%, because we learned that the world is not about us, right? We learned that we're not the majority of the world, that you guys are majority in the world. You guys have more ally than we do. It was a hard lesson, a hard pill to swallow, but that's what we learned, right? And we have to go through the process of learning that. You understand? We have to go through the process of anger, pain, acceptance. We have to go to, and we're going to talk about it. As far as my slot channel and my mother's slot channel, and my mother and I had a conversation about it. She doesn't necessarily like the fact that I'm using her slot channel because we're in partnership, but I told her that I had to. The main reason is that I have more subscribers. We have more subscribers in this channel. My other channel, MamaFlip Live, where I could started, only has one subscriber, which is probably me or my mother. So if I'm gonna have a comment, and I can't really go live on that channel because I only have one subscribers, right? So but also I want to talk to the masses. So it's a combination of this. So yes. So if you see me talking and you don't see me in the slots, then you could just move on, because we're not playing slots, but we will be playing slots. This is a mostly, it's probably not going to be mostly slot playing, but we will be playing a lot of slots, because when we play slots, we go for hours, like hours and hours and hours, and we live stream everything. So that's another thing where we're different as a slot channel. We go on live across the board. We very rarely clip videos and post it. You see everything. People showing their behind in the slots. You see cameras falling. You see us talking to each other. You see us bickering. That's our channel. So yes, this is a slot channel, but it's going to now be a content channel too. If you see me talking and you don't want to hear me speak, please come back the next time when we're playing slots. I could totally understand. But I'm going to be talking about this. And I'm planning on doing this for 4 years. To be honest with you. Just so that, again, I keep repeating myself, because I want a lot of people who cares to find out, how does it feel living in the Trump world? Because it is y'all world. Y'all did that. The Trump MAGA world, in a blue state. And I think other people should do the same thing. How is living in a Trump world and the green, and there's no such thing as, ooh, they had us fooled talking about how Georgia and them is turning green. Oh my God, you guys have had us fooled. But okay, let's leave it alone. How does it feel like being in a Trump state, a blue dot in the Trump states and the red state? I mean, people should have an opportunity to talk. So anyway, let's go back to the topic at hand. She said that she hasn't gone to work, but she has to go to work, and she's the only black woman in a office full of 6 white men, and she doesn't know how she's going to deal with it. And I felt for her, because luckily for me, so far, I still have a job where I've been at that job for over 31 years. 31 years. Wow. Anyway, a lot of people that I work with know me very well. At a minimum, you have 1 of 2 people who just recently started. If they don't know me, they know me by reputation, right? People know my personality. They know how my opinion. They just know who I am. So I've been very lucky that people have been giving me a wide breach. They've been giving me time. They know that I'm not feeling it. And I've been getting that respect. Like, right? The 1 or 2 people that actually approached me, one person who I really like, that's funny, that's really a funny person. She tried to approach me with the Happy Friday conversation, and I had to be like, no, it's not a Happy Friday. Nope, that's not what we're doing. And then she was a black woman also, and she's like, why, Marie? And we had to have that conversation. Now, I try very hard not to have a conversation, because as well as they're giving me space, I want to give them space, right? Because I don't need to show my aggravation and anger on people that I worked with for many years, especially since I know a good amount of them are MAGAs and Trump supporters. I don't need to show you my entire behind. I could do it on social media. I don't need to show it to you in your face, but you need to give me space. So when that lady said that, I felt empathy for her, because you know that you work in an environment when there's white men, and as black women, of conscience, because not every black woman feel that way, but as black women, we feel that the white men are our biggest problem right now. Especially since we saw the numbers, the voting numbers. We feel as black women that that white men think they're better than us. And the second person besides them being better than us, their white women are better than us. And we feel even if you're a white man, again, and you are married to a minority, you think your wife, who's the minority, J.D. Vance, is better than the rest of us. See how that works? That's how we feel. And a lot of us are angry about that, right? Because we always thought that the world was a better place. Racism was, you know, was just for a few people. Not everybody's racist. You know what I'm saying? We better than that. We thought a bunch of bullshit. And then it turned around to be bullshit, and I recognize that, and that's how women feel. My recommendations to MAGA is stop being butthurt. I'm former military, so I'm going to be using slangs in the military. And just accept the environment that we are in right now. MAGA has been upset and mad, talking about the working class, white men not being given their due, black people taking black people taking their jobs, and now they're saying that immigrants are taking black people's jobs. You see how that works, right? So there's always been a boogeyman across the board. Always been a boogeyman across the board, right? Now, our boogeyman at the time is MAGA, across the board. We're pissed off. MAGA was pissed off for 4 years, right? And we're pissed off now. MAGA, a lot of MAGA people don't understand it, don't want to understand it, or think, how dare you? And then the last few days, MAGA people has been using the racist twerp to us for being pissed off. You can't tell someone who thinks that you're a racist that they're a racist. That doesn't hit the same way. Come up with another word. You can't do it. Many of us are pissed off right now. Many of us believe that MAGAs are racist. Many of us don't believe that if you voting for this particular candidate with all his baggage, that the only thing that could possibly be wrong, I'm explaining this because you're racist. There's other words from it, homophobic, xenophobic. There's a lot of other words. I stick to one word, racism. I put everything under one. That's just me, right? So you can't come back to us saying that, oh, the reason why you're mad at us is because I'm white, I voted for Trump and you're racist. It doesn't work like that. And even if you think it's worked, that's a good argument for you. You do that. It's not landing. It's just not landing. So I say, MAGA, yo, people are pissed. People are pissed. Black women are pissed. We are pissed off, a lot of us. You just got to accept it and sit on it. Right? And if you don't like it, then don't talk to us. Don't talk to us. There's no reason why people have to engage in conversation unless it's absolutely necessary. There's no reason. I don't even see the civil society. We have to be nice to each other, polite to each other. Bullshit. We already understood by this election there's no such thing as a civil society. We get that. We understand that. We can choose to play that role if we so choose, but we don't have to. That don't mean that we have to be mean to each other. That means that you do your thing, I do my thing. You know, if we need to engage each other, we need to be respectful, but we don't need to be around each other world if we don't want to. But anyway, to that lady, I'm sorry, I'm weaving again. To that lady, I feel for her because I get it. I'm lucky in my office. One of the things is, I'm sorry, I keep pausing. One of the things that I should mention is that my HR department sent out an email to everybody that we need to be able to, you know, work in an environment of understanding and interact and talk to each other and understand each other's point of view. No, we don't. I didn't even see that HR email until a friend of mine forwarded it to me after we had a conversation. Did you see the email? You see what everybody said? I'm like, no, we don't have to do none of that. What we have to do is be professional and respectful as we engage with each other and work. I don't need to understand you. You don't need to understand me. I think it's a good idea for MAGA to understand that black people, black women are upset right now, and that you don't want your head to be bitten off, and you don't want to get into any conflict, that you need to give us space. I think that's a good idea. But that doesn't mean that you have to do it. As long as you respectful and professional, you get what you get, right? First Amendment consequences, reaction consequences. That's it. But anyway, to that lady, I feel bad for her because she doesn't want to go to work. So my suggestion to her is that you have to go to work. We all know that. She knows the white males in her office are MAGA supporters. She feels it based on her knowing her environment, her knowing where she works. She knows it. She did not indicate anybody in her office was an ally. She didn't. Maybe when she go back to work, she'll figure it out, but she did not indicate, and she's so upset and she's so angry. She said, I'm so upset and I'm so angry. And I get that. And she has a right to be upset and angry. I don't know where it comes into people's head, especially the MAGAs, whether you're black, brown, Latinos MAGA, or especially white MAGA, because we feel, especially white men, you are 70% that voted against our interests, right? So we think a lot of you guys are racist any which way. I don't understand where you guys get this image, this entitlement that you have a right to tell us how to feel. You don't have a right to tell us how to feel. We're angry. We're mad. She's mad. So my suggestion is she goes to work because she has to pay her bills, and she be professional and respectful, right? She known these white guys for a lot of years, right? She don't need to engage with them in conversation that she doesn't feel comfortable with. Because this is what is happening right now with MAGA too. Everybody want to have a conversation, and I respect the spaces that want to have the conversation and understand why people voted for Donald Trump. I don't want to have the conversations. I mean, when I go on live, people make comments to me and stuff like that, and they say, why did you vote for Kamala? What did she do for you? I personally don't feel that I need to have that conversation, because to be honest with you, I understand and accept why you voted for Trump. I have my own interpretation. I want to live with that interpretation. Know that I voted for Kamala and I voted for Biden because I thought that they did great for this world. They care about other people and stuff. They benefited me, my family, and the community. That's why I voted. The way that you vote is on you. You understand? So why are we having a conversation trying to explain to each other when I don't agree with you? Donald Trump is not a regular Republican candidate. He is a fraud to the bottom of the bottom, under the earth, under the worm belly, under the belly, excrement of the belly of the worm. That's how I feel. So why are we having a conversation? Why do we have to get into the conversation so that we can insult each other? You vote for your guy, I vote for my girl. Let's move on. But for her, she needs to go to the office and she needs to be professional and respectful. And she doesn't need to be hee-hawing with the people. See, that's the expectation too. The expectation is that you want black women and women in general, but I talk about black women because I'm a black woman right now, to be able to make you comfortable in your decision. No, that's not even necessary at all. You don't need to smile at no one. You don't even need to have eye contact. Let me tell you something. One of the things I learned as a Marine recruit, is that you don't eye an officer unless an officer speaks to you directly. I don't look at people's face unless I need to engage with you. If I know I have a problem with you or I'm having a bad day, we don't need to have eye contact. What the eye contact is? Because you're just going to see that I'm pissed off. You're just going to see I'm pissed off, so why hurt your little feelings, right? She doesn't need to have eye contact with you. They don't need to do all that. She needs to go to work, sit at her desk. If her directors or boss give her an assignment, preferably by email, she does the assignment. If they're having a direct conversation, she looked them in the eye and she responded in kind. Yes, sir. Me, when I get pissed off, I yes and no you, sir, to death. Oh, they hate that. Even after 31 years, you know I'm pissed off, because when I start saying yes, sir, no, sir, and I'm not using your name, we already know what time it is. And it's going to have to be what it is, right? So she could yes sir and no sir to them, or she could use their last name. Yes, Mr. Martin. Oh no, don't use my last name. You know we named Fred. No, right at this time I prefer to call you Mr. Martin or Mr. Ford. This is my preference at this time. And she could do that. Call them by the last name, right? Talk to them about the job at hand, right? If they feel inclined to explain and see how you're doing, you can be honest to say, at this time, I need my space. Or, if something personal happened to me, I prefer not to talk about it. Now, if they want to send her to HR, because that's what they do now, right? They send you to HR thinking there's something mentally wrong with you and stuff like that. Then you go to HR and you tell the HR, look, I ain't fucking with him. I'm not fucking with him. I feel uncomfortable in this environment. I want to continue to do my job the best way I can, right? But in order to do my job, I need my space. I will continue to be professional. I will continue to engage with them on a work level, but they don't need to know my business. That's what she needs to do, in my opinion. She needs to set boundaries. She needs to set boundaries because she needs to go back to work and she needs to get that paper. She needs to get the paycheck, but set boundaries. Why do we feel, or anybody feel, that we need to be nice and polite to our haters? That doesn't even, and I don't want to hear from anybody that say that, oh, we think they're haters, they're not haters to us. Exactly. We think they're haters, right? So as a black woman, black man, or somebody else who feels a way, if we feel that they're haters, then we need to react accordingly and save our space. It doesn't matter what other people say. It really doesn't. At this time, it doesn't matter what other people are saying at this time. And people may get over it. I don't plan on getting over it. I hold a grudge for many, many years. I don't plan on getting over it. But it's okay if the person want to get over it. You start feeling the shift in the energy if the person get over it. But if they don't, then let it be what it is. Don't push your agenda on somebody else. Don't do it. I don't care what the different trainings that they have about anti-hostile environment, all that bullshit. We feel that we are in a hostile environment. And don't try to talk us out of feeling that we're in a hostile environment with these damn training. We feel that we are in a hostile environment. A lot of us feel that we're in a hostile environment. Yes, we do. That's how we feel. Acknowledge that, accept that, and let's move on. Because none of your co-workers have to be your friends. Please like, subscribe, and share, guys. Thank you for being here. None of your co-workers have to be your friends, for the love of God. And I'm going to be honest with you. I've always felt that business was personal, personal was business. I always felt that way. I always felt my entire time in working with people that the people that I work with, especially people that's many years, I felt that they were my friends. If they were my co-worker friends or my work friends or my work husband or, work sisters and stuff. I've always felt that. I've always lived that life across the board. Everybody who knows me knows how I feel about people. I don't stay mad too long, and if I stay mad, we don't talk. That's it. Because I felt like this is a family. This is a work family. That's how I roll. I've always rolled that way. It took me a long time to realize that it's not like that for everybody else. And I started to readjust my way of thinking, because I've had people that I've worked with for 15 to 20 years put in their resignation, don't tell me nothing after many years of us knowing each other, and text me or tell me the day before they left. I have a co-worker who didn't tell me that I've known each other. We practically raised our kids together, and she left, and I had to find out from the supervisor. And I realized, and I spoke to them. Each of them, when they left, I spoke to them because they were kind enough to say goodbye. And I said, you know something, you guys taught me a valuable lesson because they're like, oh, Marie, don't start. I said, no. And I'm not mad about it, but I'm glad that we're having the discussion. I said, thank you for saying goodbye. But I said, you guys are really teaching me a valuable lesson because I know if I was leaving, I was going to tell all the people I know for many years that I'm leaving because I'm part of the old guard. I've been here for a long time. But you guys tell me a lesson that you guys don't give a damn. Fuck it. First of all, you guys don't give a damn, and you don't give a damn about our relationship. That I'm not one of your key people. That I'm not relevant in your life. They're like, Maria, no, that's not, you should, no. And I tell them that it's okay. I told them that it's okay. Because you know something, sometimes you gotta be able to see the truth. You gotta be able to see the truth within yourself. You have to be able to see the truth with others. And people don't fuck with each other. They really don't. Even if you work with each other for many years, people don't necessarily F with you. Excuse me, YouTube. I like to curse. They normally don't. It's like when you leave the office, they never need to see or talk to you again. Right? And it took me a while. Literally, I was like, yo, these people not no joke. And they're mad for other reasons. They're mad at the job. They're mad because, there's a lot of stuff going on in every job. You know that. But I'm like, I would never leave this space without saying goodbye to some of the people that I work with. I could never see that happening because we've known each other for so many years. We work with each other so many years. How the hell are we leaving this space? But when I started seeing a lot of them doing that, and they didn't not only say goodbye to me, they didn't say goodbye to nobody. It's not like, oh, they hated me so much they don't want to say goodbye to me. They just really didn't think that this job was really part of their life. They thought that this job was a 9 to 5. When they go home, they don't think of us. They don't think of anything and bump it. And I've always thought it was a personal thing. Like everybody I work with, I know a lot of their family issues. We've been through it. We've been through health issues. We've been through children issues. We've been through a lot of stuff. So when they're out of here, we're not saying anything. We had competitions with each other. When we were mad at our directors, we would have conversations. It was a long relationship. And then when they were out of here, they're like, yo, I'm gone. I'm out of here without even so much of a buy your leave or anything like that. And they taught me a lesson. And I think it's because of that lesson that they taught me that I'm ready. I'm prepared for this time. I'm prepared for this stage of our lives when now we're in a community that voted for a guy that a lot of us dislike intensely and most of us hate because of who he is and what he represents. And we realize that a lot of the people that we work with, associated with in general, voted for this guy, and we feel that this guy is going to hurt us and ours, right? And we woke up to the idea that most of the world of America feel like them, and we're on the other side of the coin. We're waking up to feel like, damn, that's effed up. One, how am I gonna deal with that? Two, and how I'm gonna work through my emotion and dealing with these other human beings. That's what we're going through. And as I tell the lady, go to work. Everyone, go to work. Go back out there. Nobody is your friend. Nobody is your family. Because we already have friends and family that we have to separate from ourselves anyways, way, because they voted for Trump. It's okay to be angry. And I keep saying that. I've said that several lives. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to just create a safe space for yourself and want to be around people who you feel could understand your plight and how you feel. It's okay to do that. It's also okay to engage with the other side. But when you engage with the other side, they don't have to be your friends. They don't have to be part of your circle. You don't have to have a discussion with them about why they voted this way, you voted for them that way. You don't have to talk to them about why you're upset. You just tell them that you're not in the mood right now. You are currently going through something personal and you don't want to talk about it. If it's your boss, then you address your boss by their last name if that's how you choose. If they say no, don't forget that no. Right now at this time, I would like to be professional and address them in the right name. You don't have to be aggressive with your tone. You know what I'm saying? Because that's still your boss, that's still your co-worker. Yesterday was the first day I actually spoke to one of my Latinos co-workers. First time I spoke to them. Again, everybody has been giving me breach. It was about an email thing. I'm glad that I was able to give it a few days to just, calm down. And the conversation was fine. The conversation was fine. We talked about something and then, we moved on. Right? And it's going to continue to be fine. I needed a few days to just bring down the aggression of my voice. I think I'm there. And I'm able to have conversations and talk about an email, talk about a work situation. I'm able to do that. But we don't need to be friends. We don't need to be smiling in each other's faces. And that's what I'm telling my black sisters and everybody who feel away. Go there, do your job. Speak respectfully. Speak professionally. If you feel you need time off, ask for the time off. But to be honest with you, you could create your own space. Go outside during lunch. I know it's cold. Go find a cafe. This white man running around the street. Oh, here. The world. He owns this world. You got a nice body and everything like that. And all I could think of is MAGA. So fucked up. Be okay with that. Go outside, have a cup to drink, coffee, drink, have your lunch outside in a cafe, open a book. Damn it, I forgot the book. Shit. I was supposed to pick up a book. Damn it. I spoke to a friend of mine yesterday and she said she's going to spend the next 4 years reading books. I forgot about that. Damn, I knew I forgot something. I don't even think I have one in the car. I'll figure it out. But starting tomorrow, I'm going to take a book out of, I have a whole book collection. And I'm not trying to read about a self-help book or enlightenment book. I'm going to read old books, Harlequins, mysteries. I'm going to read books that take my mind off the situation as I travel on the train station, stuff like that. I'm going to take out books so I could just stop thinking about the bullshit of the world. You could do that. Go out to lunch. Grab a book. Listen to your music. Create a safe space within yourself. You don't have to engage with them. You don't. It's a new world now. We need to create our own rule. And MAGA needs to respect that. And if they don't want us to respect it, then they could create their own society. They need to understand that a lot of people ain't fucking with them. And they need to accept that and move on. Right? Hopefully, friends and families could come back together again at one time. And maybe not. We only need to have a polite society. That's it. That's all. So I wish the woman, because I got to go to work, I wish the woman the best of luck. I'm going to share some of our video with her. I wish that she's able to go to work and then come back and tell us how it go. I wish that she have a peace of mind and stuff like that. If she needs a couple of mental health days, she should go to work for a couple of days and then see if anything, then she take maybe a mental health day one day, because everybody want to talk about mental health and taking care of itself. But yeah, go to work, address them as you feel. Even if you want to call them their first name, keep it short and cute. Do your job, answer their question, do the project and stuff like that, and keep it professional. Now, if they want to ask about how was your weekend, good. Thank you for asking. One answer, 3 words. Good. Thank you for asking. Okay, 4 words. That's it. Oh, Marie, Mama Flip. So, how was your weekend? And I did this and that. Excuse me. I gotta finish this project. I gotta go finish the project. You don't have to look them in the eye. Because I don't look at anybody in the eye. Normally, I look at people in the eye when I walk the street on the train station. I don't look at nobody in the eye because I don't have nothing to tell you. I don't have nothing to give you. You don't have to look in the eye unless they ask you a specific question. You don't need to engage in a personal manner unless you feel safe with them. That's it. So I wish her luck. I hope she gets something from my my video. Guys, you guys do what y'all do out here in the world. Be professional. Be polite. I'm not telling you guys to tell everybody kiss your behind. But also make them uncomfortable also. Because they know what it is. They know what they did. Make them uncomfortable. Not to the point where you have to lose your job or you have to get into a fight, but let them know that I'm not fucking with y'all. We're not friends like that. It's very simple. We are just workers. We co-workers. I'm not your friend. Don't try to be my friend. Don't try to be in my life. I don't think your vote or what you did to me impact me mentally and physically negatively. That's how I feel about it. Until I get over it, it's going to be the time that we're on. We're on that time. Let's move on and let's work together and get this work done and that's it. Get this paper. That's it. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I hope the best for the lady. I feel really bad for her. I hope the best for her. I'm going to be checking her live to make sure that she goes back to work. To see what happened when she go back to work. And I wish you guys the best too. The best for you guys, Mega. I'll be coming back later on or on the weekend. Again, I save all the chats so that I could see the chats and have a discussion later. Right now, the reason why I don't look at the chats is because I want to be able to say what I have to say without being without losing the train of thoughts. But I'll come back and you guys come back and we can have a Q&A and conversation. All right. Have a great day. Okay, bye.